You guys might have noticed that since I've gotten the 690 Enduro, I've sort of been getting more into, proper off-roading, a bit less sort of adventure riding, and to reflect that, I've sort of been making the bike a little bit more proper off-roady. Just little bits and pieces that I've been doing to the bike. First thing I did, of course, was get rid of the windshield. It just makes the bike lower. I can get under obstacles easier, and it does look more dirt bikey, which is good. Next thing, of course, was fitting some serious off-road tyres. But of course, once I removed the windscreen, I had these big double take mirrors sticking up here, and they kind of looked a little bit out of place, I felt. So I hunted around for some low-profile Enduro style mirrors. I did initially want to go with the underbar mirrors, which I used to have on my Enduro 500, but there don't really seem to be any decent ones available yet, and the ones that I used to use, they're a real pain to get to fit there. They're not designed for that purpose. So I hit up Nice CNC. I noticed that they had these sweet mirrors that bolt onto your handguards, and yeah, I think they look pretty cool. I'll have a bit of a look from the front. I've fitted them up. Bike definitely looks a bit more off-roady now. As with a lot of Nice CNC stuff, these are really good quality, guys. They're billet aluminium, super tough, lightweight. I think they both them together, even with the screws, weighed about 300 grams, so very lightweight, low profile. As you can see, there's a little bit of assembly required once you get them. You got to put them together, but it's quite easy if you follow the diagram they give you with it. The only thing to really keep in mind is that you will need to drill some holes in your handguard to fit them. So you will need to drill two 6.5mm holes here for the M6 bolts, but as you can see, they're inside the handguard, so they're not going to get damaged when you drop it. And you can sort of, depending on how high up you want them, you can rotate this thing the other way so that it's down here, and there's all sorts of adjustments you can make, so they really are quite configurable, which is good. But how I've got them there, I've got probably slightly less visibility behind me than I had with the double takes, but they are a smaller mirror. Obviously the head of them is actually smaller, but I can see behind me, and that's the main thing, so they do work. Now don't get me wrong, the double take mirrors are excellent. I really love them. They looked a bit too big for this bike now. On the T7 or even like a 690 that you're adventure riding, you've got a windscreen on there, they look the part. They do a really good job, and they're tough as nails. But I just thought I'd try something a little bit more low profile, and these definitely fit the bill. Now I have made a couple of small changes to the stock here. They come with 4mm Allen key head fasteners to attach them there. I hate those things, Allen key heads, especially with something this, you've got to tighten those up quite a lot. With some thread lock. I find that the heads just strip out of them. You can't do them up tight enough, so I went with some 10mm hex head bolts. You just got to make sure they don't stick through too far, otherwise they might interfere with your fingers. But yeah, they work really well. So you got to drill a couple of holes. Now I'm not going to tell you that drilling through these bark busters is easy, especially if you're like me and you're doing it on the bike with a blunt drill bit, but it is doable. If you've got a drill press or some sharp drill bits, it'd be a lot easier. And yeah, the other thing that I changed was there's normally a finger adjustable screw bolt thing here. You can turn that with your fingers. I replaced that ironically with an Allen key head bolt, but I don't need that to move there. You can actually move these quite a fair bit up and down. They're on a ball mount at the back there, so you can move those quite a lot by themselves without having to adjust this arm here. But in the case of a crash, when they hit the ground or hit a rock or something, they will still rotate inwards and hopefully not damage anything. Now some people might be wondering if they get in your way. Not really. Like, they don't get in the way when I'm using the clutch or anything like that. Sometimes when I go to put my hand back on the bars, I bump it, but they are pretty much for the most part out of the way. They don't bother me yet. Really the only downside I've found with these mirrors so far is I used to be able to just plonk my helmet on the double take mirror and it wouldn't fall off the handlebars, when I was taking the helmet off to get fuel or whatever. These ones are a little bit small. I still can kind of lean it on there, but yeah, it's a little bit dodgy. Yeah, that's the only downside to them so far that I can see. We're doing some single track and stuff today. We'll see how they go. Yeah, these little mirrors are going real well so far. No dramas. They've been knocked out of alignment, of course, but it's to be expected in this sort of stuff. Yeah, they're not getting in the way of my hands at all. Oh no. Oh no. There really aren't any vibrations in these mirrors either. I guess it's because they're so close to the mounting point. But these handlebars vibrate a hell of a lot. Vibey 690. But yeah, bugger all vibrations in the mirrors. Alright, so after doing quite a bit of riding today with these nice CNC minimalistic little handguard mirrors, Josh has given them 2 thumbs up, guys. They don't get in my way at all. They're very unobtrusive, and yeah, they do their job very well. I like them. I can't remember off the top of my head how much they are, but I'll have links in the description, guys, and if I can grab a discount code off Nice CNC, I'll put that down there as well. So yeah, if you're after some mirrors like that, I'd recommend probably doing the little mods that I've done, but you don't have to do that stuff. It's all personal preference. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks Nice CNC for making some more quality goods. See you on the next one.